Selma is a movie that has touched a controversial period of the US history, the fight for the civil rights, specifically about the Selma to Montgomery marches in 1965. The main characters are Martin Luther King and the US President from the moment, Lyndon B. Johnson. These characters were interpreted by David Oyelowo and Tom Wilkinson, respectively. Selma has been awarded with an Oscar for the best movie in 2014.
Selma is a city in Alabama, the south of the US. During the 1960s, the Negro community wasn't allowed to vote. Nevertheless, they had the constitutional right to do it. Martin Luther King chose this specific city because it was composed by a 50% black people and a 50% white people. The idea was to do a non-violent march from Selma to Montgomery, but it was attacked by the police force, causing the death of many members of the Negro community, including the death of Jimmy Lee Jackson, an activist and a deacon. As a consequence, Martin Luther King decided it was necessary to convoke people all around the country conscious about the situation to do a new march. An interesting fact was that the march was composed by not only black people, but also white ones. One more time, this ended in a failure. Then the movement looked for the protection of the federal justice with the objective of doing another march. The judge gave them that opportunity in which, to conclude the episode that happened at Selma, Alabama, Martin Luther King decided to deliver a speech, How Long Not Long was called. In this speech, he talked about what happened there a few days ago, and that he believed the situation of the Negro community was going to change. Later, the President of the US delivered a speech for the entire country. It was called The American Promise. In it, it was informed that he will take action and propose a voting right bill that will have a hastened passage.
Personally, we believe that Selma is an excellent movie and really enjoyable because it reflects the situations and fight from the Negroes community and how they obtain their rights. We can truly recommend it, but we warn that some things can be shocking, like the end of the first march from Selma to Montgomery, and others aren't historically accurate. An example is the meeting of Martin Luther King with the US President Lyndon B. Johnson.